Alright, I'm sorry my car is noisy. Gonna have to save up some money to try to fix it. And we're also trying to save money for vacation next week, so it's a little difficult, but that's where we're holding. Anyway, we always learn the Maharal on Friday, Baruch Hashem, from my holy Zayda, the Maharal in Prague, and let's learn. So first, let's see the pasuk. So the pasuk says, "Daber al Aryeh, Marta Elov, Behaalosecha es haneros, Umul pnei hamenorah Yerush mas haneros." In the book of Numbers, chapter 8, verse 2, it says, "You shall speak unto Aaron, and you shall say unto him, when you bring up, or you cause to come up, the lamps in the front of the face of the menorah, the candelabra in the tabernacle, the Yerush mas haneros, should illuminate the 7 lamps." Rashi, what was saying? Rashi says, "Behaalosecha lama nismecha Parshas and Maharal Parshas and Aryeh." Why is the parsha, the paragraph of the menorah of the candelabra, right after the chapter of the princes bringing their offerings for the dedication of the altar, of the tabernacle? Lefisha Shara Aharon Chanukas and Asim. And Aaron saw that the princes were dedicating the altar, and Cholsha was daitoi. Then his mind became, he got upset. Because he wasn't with them with the Chanukah, with the dedication, not him, and there was no representative of the Levites. So none of his tribe, Amalaya Kadosh Baruch Hu. So God told him, Chayecho, by your life, Shalcha Gadol B'Shalahem, yours is greater than theirs. Sha'ata Madli Kametiv is theirs, because you're going to light the lamps. Alright, that's not what the Maharal is commenting on, but it's nonetheless the Rashi. Next Rashi, Behaalosecha, when you bring up the lamps, it doesn't say Badloka, it doesn't say you're being madlik, that you're kindling the lamps, but rather that you are bringing up the lamps, right? Al Shem Shalav Oile. It's called Behaalosecha because the flame rises up. So that's why by the kindling of the lamps it says coming up, the raising, the elevation. Because you have to hold the lighter there, whatever you're using to light, until the flame is rising on its own. And furthermore, our sages further expounded, made a homily. Mikan Shemaila Haisa Lifnei Menorah. That there was something elevated about the menorah. It was something special about it. Sholal Kohen Oimed Meitiv. That the high priest would go up and light the menorah. So Heilige Zayda Maharal in Prague, Skusi Galena, Wakatsu means the Parshas Tetzaveh, Lay Perish, Elish and Sorik Lahadlik, Ad Shetei, Lav Oil Me'aleha. So in the book of Exodus, chapter 27, verse 20, where it also discusses the kindling of the lamps, Rashi doesn't explain it, that you need to kindle until the flame is rising on its own without any help. V'loy perish al shem shalav oila is also not explaining anything about the flame rising up. Parshas Emor, and in Parshas Emor, Leviticus chapter 24, verse 2, the perish kal halos ner tamid also doesn't explain to constantly bring up the lamp. Venira So it seems Parshas Tetzaveh B'Lefarish Lama Ksav Lahalois, that in Exodus it's explaining why does it say to go up, V'loi Ksav Lahadlik, and why does it not say to kindle. Mitaretz Lekach Lekosav Lahadlik Lumloy Shetzorech Lahadlik Ad Shetei Alav Oila, but when it means that you have to light it until the flame is going up. Parshas Azois, in this paragraph, B'Lefarish Lama Kosav Kan Lahalois. Now it's explaining why does it say to raise up. Ila Aryeh, if it's to illuminate, Shetzorech Lahadlik Ad Shetei Alav Oila, until you have to illuminate it until the lamp is raising up. Zekvar Lamadnu in Parshas Tetzaveh. We already learned this in the book of Exodus. Shetzorech lahadlik ad shelahav oila, that you have to kindle it until the lamp goes up. Lefichach perish lashon toivu. So therefore, it explains this is a good terminology. So mipnei shalav oila kshemadlik oisoi, that the lamp is going up when it's being kindled. L'kach kosav oisoi. That's why it says it. Parshas Tetzaveh, but in Exodus, shefilu ein ragel lois alav, even though it's not the regular thing, not accustomed to bring up. Sorry, I have to turn on the fan because it's too hot. To bring up the flame. Ad because of kach b'Torah, it's written like this in the Torah. Lamed shetzorech lahadlik ad shelav oila. You need to kindle it until the lamp goes up, till the flame rises up. Nei shekosha, because it's difficult to explain the vada kshe'eino hoylech lo miyad, it doesn't go for it immediately. Oz alav oila me'eleha, then the flame is going on its own. But when you leave it, then the flame is not raising up. If the priest who's lighting, who's kindling, madlik, he lights a little bit and he leaves it, he lets it go on its own. Ein ze Behaalosecha. That's not called Behaalosecha when you bring it up. Teretz explains, she'einoi kain, it's not like this. Ela shetzorech lahadlik ad shetei alav oila. You have to kindle it until the flame goes up. Bahashta, and now, haviloshin toiv mashikosuv Behaalosecha. Now we understand why it's a good terminology when you cause it to come up. I will Parshas Emor, but in the book of Leviticus, lemefarish midei, he doesn't. The Rashi doesn't explain it there because he didn't need to write why it says to write to bring it up. Neishasfira lay, because Rashi there holds for Parshas Emor atzmai mashakosab Parshas Tetzaveh ayin sham, that it's the same thing what is stated in Leviticus and what is stated in Exodus, and he says you should see there in Rashi. Alright. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. We'll see you later.